for an industry he's devoted his entire career to.
I'm proud of what we do in the pork industry. We've got a really great story to tell, and we know pork is a healthy protein. It provides economic.
Morning, everybody. I have to say that. That's my signal to Holly that we're on the air, and she should hush and stop saying the bad things she's saying.
I put my lips on. Whoa.
Share. I got a comment. Who's the first comment? Christy, she's on it, man. She's been the first comment several times. We'll start having prizes for that.
Keep turning, man. I wonder if I switched chairs.
That one's broke.
I don't know, just a little. Where people grab the chair like this to pull it out, there's like thummy smudge prints all on the back.
JC said, "Where's Holly Holyfield at?"
Right here, buddy.
Chrissy's putting her lips on right now. Everybody's putting their lips on this morning.
I didn't realize the older you got, they just kind of shriveled up. They just kind of shrivel up like little dry prunes. I used to have decent lips. Now they are old, cracked up, dried up raisin lips. Is that too much?
You're really selling it.
What? Selling what?
You're really painting a picture.
Yeah, that's fine, right? You got any on my teeth?
I don't see nothing.
I went a little wild with that eye makeup. That's all right. It's okay.
And I changed that just to see if anybody would notice. Almost swapped our cameras to opposite sides just to mess with people.
What'd you do?
I changed the color of the theme from blue to like a burnt mustard yellow or something.
Okay.
Sunrise.
Good morning.
Yeah. Not really. It's kind of like a brownish. But it is what it is, and y'all will like it. So there. Good Thursday morning to you, everybody. Morning show off and running on this beautiful Thursday morning. Beautiful sunrise out there. Glad to have you with us. Josh and Holly getting you to work, getting you to school, getting you home from work. For you night shift warriors out there, we're glad that you choose Thunder Radio WMSR as your morning source of news, fun, and entertainment. 6:30 until 8:30, brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. And there's many great ways to make you look great, function great, and feel great, including breast augmentation surgeries right here in Manchester. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com. That's DRVAN Winkle.com. All right, we've got a lot to do today. Thursday means Thursday. We got some interesting things there. Name that TV theme song. Stupid Silly Stat. Birthdays, 728-1320. We'll take those anytime on the Ben Lomond Connect hotlines. Plenty of ways to watch the show, listen to the show. Head on over to Facebook, and you can watch the show where people were complaining about my color schemes today. You can head on over there and watch. I'm not going to mess with it now. They made me subconscious. I'm going to fix it. Thunder Radio on Facebook and YouTube. Also listen on OG, AM 1320, FM 1079, FM 1067 worldwide on the Manchester Go app and at thunder1320.com. Quick temperature update before we get going this morning. It's kind of a really a nice, pleasant day right now. 66 degrees. We're going to get up really hot today, up around 90 for your high. And it's the last real sunny day, just straight sunny day for a few days. We're going to get some rain in the forecast the next couple of days. Temperature update brought to you by our friends at Wisteria Hill Boutique. I saw they got some Tennessee game day gear over there at Wisteria Hill. So y'all get it over there and get ready for those fall Saturdays. 205 South Woodland Street in Manchester, Wisteria Hill Boutique. On that note, let's welcome in the better half of the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Across from me sits the brains of this operation. The planner. I don't know what that even was. The organizer, the CEO and president of Coffee County Broadcasting Incorporated. I don't know what that was. It's like just a new accent, like Kamala. All right. The planner, the organizer, the CEO and president of Coffee County Broadcasting Incorporated. She is the president-elect of the Manchester Chamber of Commerce. She's by far the looks inside of this studio. She's got her lips on. She's ready to go. And she's one of the reasons the rockin' world goes round. Holly, good morning to you.
Good morning. Hey, you remember when I said I hated my job yesterday?
Yeah, you did. You said that.
I didn't mean that. I love it here.
No takesies backsies.
That was spoken out of frustration.
Happens to the best of us. Welcome in.
This is where it ends. I've been.
It's Bailey Zimmerman. She said, "Oh, it's Wallen." No,
You're in a country music mood this morning.
I play country music sometimes. I haven't played that in a
I like
while.
it when you do. I like it when you do country things.
Oh yeah.
I like this song too. Yeah, when I see you out like in the yard with your truck and tools and stuff, with your hat all turned around backwards like that.
You like that?
Yeah.
I'm wearing my working
I like this
working
part.
gear. Y'all like the black letters better? Can y'all read I like the white letters. Would y'all rather have the black letters? I'm just over here clicking around, changing things. Y'all show. I'll change it how you like it, unless I don't like it, in which case I won't.
I would like to play this with people. I feel like this will be a fun song to play.
White letters. I'm with white letters. Yeah.
So I'll learn how to play the drums to this song, and I need someone to sing it and play guitar.
Somebody sing Bailey Zimmerman for Holly.
I like it.
Not the honey mustard yellow. Y'all are the pickiest bunch of damn people. I just I'm gonna go to the color of my soul. There you go. Black. Enjoy that. That's what it's gonna be. Get rid of all the noise.
I thought he said, maybe that's it.
I want to go Tennessee orange for him. It automatically makes them letters black, though. I can't do much about that.
I like this one.
Morning show. Comings and goings. For anybody curious, that's Bailey Zimmerman. Holly took her a minute to figure that out. That's not Wallen.
Anytime Josh plays music, I assume it's Wallen.
Oh, yeah?
I don't listen to a whole lot of country music except for when I'm around Josh, and so
Comings and
show
goings.
him your new Wallen tattoo
Dude, what is wrong
on
with
your
you?
shoulder.
I don't have any Wallen tattoos.
He loved that MW, like Wallen symbol that he has on all the shirts and like on the stage, that, you know, the M and the W that's kind of made in together. He loved that so much. It looks like a brand on his shoulder. Show him.
That's not true. I don't have that.
I'll post a picture of it. Later.
A picture of it. Thunder Radio Morning Show, comings and goings. Some big things coming up right now. Most of my morning has been spent messing with the color scheme on our video feed on the Carmine Family Dental cameras. I made the mistake of being like, you know what, I'm gonna do something different with the colors. And now everybody is throwing their input in there, and there's something wrong with this, and there's something wrong with that, and they don't like it. They don't like the yellow. They don't like the mustard. They don't like, whatever color I'll go with. So, boom, gray. It's gray, and that's what it's going to be the rest of the day. And I'm done. Anyway, this is what I'm going to do. All right.
Comings and goings.
Comings and goings. Well, Trace has to make an MW shirt, but with a thunder emblem. But how do you
He wants to. He said, I wish we could do something like that.
All right. Anyway, so a lot of things coming up. Tonight, Westwood football will be on the air. It'll be the first time that we've got them. It'll be 6:30 kick. They've got Liberty coming to town. Part of the Old National Bank Hometown Sports Series. Court Steer will be on the call for that. 2 days away from the bluegrass. Big Mouth Bluegrass. That was the bluegrass. Is that what I said?
You're doing a bad job today. You sound like me.
The Big Mouth Bluegrass Festival. It's named after Holly. It's going to be Friday and Saturday. Get your tickets at thecaverns.com. And 8 days away from high school football, the Red Raiders will be in action next Friday night, August the 23rd, at home against Franklin County. We are 15 days away from the Coffee County Fair. How about that?
Wow.
August the 30th through September the 7th, the Coffee County Fair returns.
August.
Yeah, that's when it was last year. It's
Okay.
Labor Day weekends when it starts now. It moved a year or two ago. 2 years
Sorry,
ago.
it takes me a while. It takes a while of something being repetitive before I'll remember. Kate says you have to see it 7 times or read it 7 times or hear it.
General advertising methodology tells you got to see it at least 6-7 times before you start to take note.
Are you done with are you playing with the colors on that still?
I am tinkering with the
Dude.
colors.
You want me to do my comings and goes?
Well, I'm done with the comings and goes. I got everything I wanted in there. We got the Bluegrass Festival, we got the high school football, we got Coffee County Fair, and
Well,
that's
I
kind of
have
my big ones. Your turn.
The Coffee County High School baseball team is doing the Praters with Raiders. That is going to be September 28th. Now, you can get tickets from any baseball player. If you say, hey, Holly, I don't know a baseball player, just holler at me and I'll put you in contact with one.
Create some more work for yourself, Holly. Good.
I don't mind helping. Golly, what is it? Why does it bother you so bad that I volunteer my time?
Because then I got to hear you go,
No,
I've got
I
to
knew
do
you were
this.
going to say that. I didn't.
I got to go
don't
do
say
this
that.
today. And I don't.
I wish y'all could come live with us. Somebody,
Move in.
anybody. I wish somebody could come live with us and watch which one of us is the complainer. He always talks about me not working, but I work, buddy. I need somebody to come witness it. All right. Anyway, Praters with Raiders. It's $25 a ticket, and that'll get you a 2-meat dinner with a drink, live music, auction. Come out and support your Red Raider baseball team and enjoy and have a good dinner at Praters.
What was the date on that?
That is September the 28th.
Okay.
That's going to be at 5:30. Starts at 5:30. We like going to those. We like the auctions. I always try and
We always get something.
take home a good haul from those auctions.
Sometimes you get some pretty good deals.
Yeah.
You know.
Also, Dusty Elam basketball registration, that's starting up already. So practices aren't going to start until October 21st, but I just wanted to give you guys a heads up so you can be putting that in your things to do. $50 a player. For more information, you can contact Gilberto Infante up at the rec center. Whoopsie. Dropped it.
Is that all you got?
Is that all you got? Yeah.
All right. Well, that's some of the things coming up. If you know something that needs to be on there on our community calendar, Holly is our calendar director. So send it to her. She'll put it on the calendar on the website. Right? You've been doing that?
Go check it.
And also on the calendar that airs on the radio at about 6:20 every day, and again at 12:58. And then you can also hear some of the calendar items here on Comings and Goings. So be sure to let us know about your events, nonprofit events for sure. We're going to make sure that they are on our Comings and Goings and other random things as well. All right. Anything else here that we need to discuss? I think I've got the color over here where people are happy.
What is it?
That's a hunter green.
That's pretty. I like hunter green.
And everybody's just like, oh, I'm colorblind. I can't read this. And I can't see the scrolling line. The problem with it is, I like the format that we use now to broadcast the video feed, the Carmine Family Dental Cameras on Facebook and YouTube. Before I used a different program, and you had a lot of control. Like you could do a ton of little things, but it was also open source. So it was a lot of different things that you had to do to make it work, and they would change the stuff all the time. but you had control of every little thing. But you didn't have things like this scroller. The problem with this one is you don't have quite as much control. So you pick the color of like the backdrops, but it picks the color of the letters. So I don't have control over the letter colors. It basically says this is a darker color. It needs white letters.
Yeah.
You know, it'll put white letters or black letters on it, and it picks based on the color I'm picking. So people are like, well, I want that with black letters. I'm like, well, I can't do that with black letters. I can't do it. It won't let me.
This is
It's the main topic of discussion over here today.
on the.
Oh yeah,
Facebook.
we got 500 comments. People trying to pick colors.
All right. Well, when I see folks and they're like, "Hey, I listen to the show," I think about moments like this where we're talking about theme colors on computer programs, and I'm like, really?
It's relatable because
Really?
people out there have to listen to other people complain. Like I have to listen to other people complain. Or they have a hard time picking.
Nobody.
Like I have a
wants to
hard time
hear-
picking.
I don't want to hear nobody complaining.
Hear that, Christy? Holly told you to hush your mouth.
No, I didn't.
She's not complaining. She was just asking if I could do black letters. And I can't. Unfortunately, I can't.
What are they white now?
JC said it's better than talking about vitamins.
I got them in my pocket.
Oh,
I just ain't took them yet.
Have you had your breakfast?
No, that's why I ain't took them.
I ain't took them.
It's again.
Another thing coming up this Saturday. Forgot. Grand opening at or grand reopening, I guess, at Fresh and Fruity. New owners over there, and I believe the new owner is like 19, 20 years old, pretty young. So I'm all about supporting some young entrepreneurship.
Absolutely.
So y'all go by and see them this Saturday at Fresh and Fruity. Let me get the exact time on that.
My favorite thing to get there, I don't know how to say it. Acai Bowl, ACAI. What is that?
I don't know. I didn't bring it up.
Acai.
9 to 1 will be their grand opening. 708 Hillsborough Boulevard. That's over kind of near the Sonic area, just past there. 708 Hillsborough Boulevard. It's kind of a grand reopening. They're going to celebrate their new ownership. They got giveaways and samples going on. So if you've never tried Fresh and Fruity, try that Saturday. Tell them Thunder Radio sent you over there, and hopefully they'll have a good turnout. All right, we got a busy show today. Lots to get to. Full weather forecast for you. We have rain in the forecast. We've not had any in a while. Going to be around 90 today.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Mostly sunny today, and then overnight around 71. Be a good day to jump in that pool, huh? And then tonight or tomorrow, 90 again, but an 80% chance of showers, storms. Some of those could be severe tomorrow. Friday night, a 60% chance of showers and storms. Some of those could be severe. Saturday, 87, 50% shot at showers. Say that, 50% shot at showers.
No, I'm going to say a bad word.
We clear out Sunday, high of 83, and then 82 on Monday, sunny skies. Weather forecast brought to you by Patent Pest Control. Still so much time outside, and the bugs just kind of ruin it for you. They just do. They're everywhere. They multiply by the thousands. You can get a bunch of bats. That'll help your bug problem. Or you can call Patent Pest Control. I recommend that option. 931-247-0781. That's Tyler Patton with Patent Pest Control.
Reduce fat and tighten skin today by getting M-Sculpt Neo treatments with Dr. James Van Winkle in Manchester. This is a
She gone.
30 minutes. This treatment stimulates and builds your muscles, tightens skin, and adds definition. Yes, get the six-pack of abs you've always wanted. Learn more at Dr.
I don't really like the hunter green. I'm not. If I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, I don't really like it.
Since 1975, we've helped countless Coffee County families build better homes, buy better cars, and bring better ideas and businesses to market. Has it been worth it? You better believe it, because that's banking you can believe. Coffee County Bank. Believe and better. Find out more online at www.coffee.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Think you have to sell mediocre car insurance to save money? It's possible to
I don't know what she's doing in there, but I hear like a robot voice. I don't know what she's doing. I should just stick on the blue. That's what I get for tinkering with it. And then I didn't realize all the colorblind people were going to lose their mind over black. Your little storm up here in Iowa? I guess that must be what we're going to get tomorrow, Glenn. It must be headed down this way. Supposed to chance of storms tomorrow. Maybe I tinker with the colors again, huh? I don't like messing with these colors because it changes it immediately. Oh, look, I ended right back on my blue. We'll just keep it there. Darker blue. How about that? I don't know what she's doing back there. I'm hearing all kind of noise. She's usually, I don't know what she's doing. She's in the production room. I see her now. Is that purple? I'm colorblind, y'all. Y'all don't like purple? I can't make it Tennessee orange because apparently nobody can. It won't make the letters white for me, so it looks awful. Colorblind Clint says it's purple. No, well, maybe, I don't know. Whatever. It was blue, and then I thought I was going to more of a navy, but I guess it's just purple. Well, that's what it's going to be now. I just want people to be able to see the scroller. Y'all don't pacify me because I was bitching about y'all bitching.
Weight loss that works is available at Southland Pharmacy. Visit southlandpharmacy.com and click telemedicine.
You really like it? It's cool.
Start it today at southlandpharmacy.com.
I'm a little bit colorblind. I mean, I see colors. I'm not good with the, like, sometimes I think green is blue and blue is green. Once you get away from the very basic color, once you get into tones.
I probably could handle these soft gel ones.
To Josh and Holly on Thunder Radio.
Glad to have you with us. Happy Thursday to you, everybody. Josh and Holly getting you to work, getting you to school, getting you home from work for you night shift warriors. Here until 8:30 today. Brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle across the street from Unity Medical Center, 482 Interstate Drive. All right. Holly.
Josh.
So what are we doing in this segment?
So
you left the entire break and just left me in here with these people and my color schemes.
Yeah, y'all, you're doing fine just conversating with them. Dana sent me something yesterday, and it was really funny. Homecoming, football's getting ready to start back up. Friday Night Lights, homecoming.
I hate homecoming.
I like it. I like seeing all the girls and guys dressed up and walk across the field. I love it. It is long. It's a long night.
Well, if you had to deal with one homecoming a year, that'd be fine.
Yeah, but we got to sometimes.
We'll have our homecoming, and then suddenly I'm dealing with 2 or 3 other homecomings on the road, and halftime is 45 minutes long, and it's miserable.
Any hootie, the homecoming. What they read out when the kids are walking across. It's like when little Timmy graduates high school, he's going to become a heart surgeon.
Yeah. Oh, and I do enjoy listening to those and then being judgmental about it.
No, he ain't.
Because I'm like, I know that kid. And
that kid used to eat crayons.
I know. I'm like, he ain't going to be a heart surgeon and nothing.
No, I'm kidding. But Dana sent me this TikTok, and if it was if the parents wrote those, and sometimes I think the parents do write them.
Well, because we know how kids are, and
Yeah.
they're just like, they don't even mess with it. And the parents are like, I'll fill it out. Give it here.
Yeah, the mamas for sure. I'm like, here, let me do it. Just let me do it. Anyway,
Holly
so
does that even when they want to fill it out. She's like, no, I'll do better.
they're gonna mess something up, or they're gonna come ask me anyway.
Well, my thing is, I just don't want them to put something down that's going to embarrass me. Don't embarrass me.
So the TikTok was from the perspective, like if a
Why didn't you send this to me and I could have played it?
because there's cussing in it, buddy. I'm gonna read it to you.
Oh, okay.
I was transcribing it.
Oh, we could have edited it.
We coulda, but we're busy.
We need a production crew.
You're making me mad because I went through all this trouble to get this ready, and you're just like, why'd you do it like that?
Well, you were doing it during the break.
I was gonna do something else here. I had something else lined up, but I was in the mood for this.
Oh, well, go ahead then.
Now I don't want it. Now I feel like it's not going to do good now.
No, it's going to be solid.
I need to change. I need to call an audible.
Go with this. Go with this. I'm excited to hear about it.
All right. This is the perspective the parents wrote it. It says, you guys have to imagine you're in the audience and I'm the announcer.
Yeah, you really got to paint that picture because we didn't do it where we play the audio. So you really got to do it in your head like that.
Carrie is the daughter of Mike and Kim Davis from Morristown. Carrie is always broke because she spends her money on Shein and Lululemon.
That's so accurate. I love that.
In her spare time.
And Crumble Cookie.
Golly.
These kids down here want to drive to Murfreesboro.
In that traffic for cookies?
Just to go to Crumble Cookie. And maybe we're the worst parents because we're like, no, you're not driving to Murfreesboro and risking death on the interstate so you can have Crumble Cookie. So you can overpay for a cookie. I'm not. We got cookies here. Chips Ahoy in the cabinet there. Mercantile's got good cookies. I mean, I'm just not going to do that. Sorry. Once you get out of my house, you can make all the dumb decisions you like.
Our next door neighbor, the girl went over there. She loves the Mercantile, and I mentioned it one day, and she just kind of melted, and she was like, the Mercantile is my favorite. I love the chicken and waffles. It's funny to see a teenage girl passionate about
chicken and waffles,
local restaurants.
Absolutely.
Okay, back to this. Yeah, she's broke all the time because she spends her money on Shein and Lululemon. In her spare time, she enjoys being annoyed and hitting curbs with her car.
Did we write this? Did we write this?
Carrie spends her time volunteering as a life coach by giving advice to her parents on things she has no experience in. Her favorite quote is, there's nothing good to eat in this house. She loves animals and her dog Teddy, but not enough to take his butt outside to use the bathroom. Carrie plans to live off her Starbucks rewards before attending college.
That's incredibly accurate.
I know.
This is so spot on. What Caitlin Gribble just said, spot on. I mean, we could have written that about the girl one, not the, you got to throw in Ulta.
Oh my gosh, with the Ulta.
She's broke because she, what was it? What was the wording? What was the verbiage?
Oh.
Shein and.
Oh yeah, because she spends her money on Shein and Lululemon.
Yeah.
And Ulta.
And Ulta.
And Dunkin'.
And Dunkin'. Yeah, I mean, those are the things. And it's like, one time she said, I'm going to take my friends, and she has an account, and I can see how much money's in the account. And I mean, she doesn't have much. And we give her a little allowance every week. But I past that, she can make her own money. I give her enough money for gas and basic necessities. I cannot pay for her Ulta makeup. I'm sorry. I just cannot do that. And I won't. So, I mean, I bought some before, but not on a regular.
Tell them how many times y'all have been up there together in Ulta and
once.
You've ended up buying. No, you've taken her more than once.
I went to Ulta one time and I bought the makeup she
wanted. Maybe that's me I'm thinking about.
But anyway, so I look at her account, I know exactly how much money's in there. And she goes, I asked her, I said, what'd you do last night? You know, she was with her friends, and she's like, well, we went to get ice cream. I don't know where they went. It was, she told me. And I was like, oh, cool. I was like, she said, yeah, so-and-so didn't want to go, but I was like, I'll buy everybody's ice cream if we go. And I'm like, I know for a fact you had $24 in your bank account.
She spent 23.
And I go, and I opened up my phone and look, and she now had 19 cents left. I'm like, you're lucky it didn't just bounce. Like, I mean, you didn't just run it out. She's just going, ice cream on me, and she has no money.
Meanwhile, the boy, this is how polar opposites they are in some way. We got a call from the wonderful folks with Project Graduation saying that he had gotten a check and he still hadn't cashed it. That was in May, the end of May. He got a check at Project Graduation.
A decent sized check.
Won some money, and dude never went and put it in the bank.
I know. I got a phone call. I was like, I just want to let you know that we're balancing our checkbook, and it looks like Cole's not cashed his check. And I was like, what, $20 or something? I'm like, no, it's pretty significant. And they told me, and I was like, golly, I ought to get a percentage.
For what?
For calling him and telling him. They didn't call him for passing this message along. I should get like a commission.
That's how different they are. If that was the girl one, she'd have, you know, that money had been in the bank that next day.
Oh yeah. Meanwhile, he's like, oh, I really need it. But he did that. He did that with a couple of large checks that he got, some scholarship money, and he eventually did put them in, but it was like a month later. I'm looking at his account. I'm like, buddy, did you deposit those checks? Because you're not showing a whole lot of money. No, I'll get to it. I'm like, no, you will get to it now. You're going to lose that check. One of them was a cashier's check. I'm like, you put that in today. Nothing more stressful than teenagers. 2 of them at the same time. I highly do not recommend that.
Were you as a teenager, like preteen teenager, you started getting some money in your birthday cards instead of toys? You remember those years where instead of getting gifts, you basically, your aunts and grandmas and everything, or your uncles or whatever, gave you money. And so you have your own money. Do you spend it right away? Or are you a saver?
I used to be more of a spender than I am now.
So like, I'm talking as a kid.
As a kid, I was a spender. I realized that, but I also earned my own money. I mean, it was not hard. I mean, I wasn't out, earning money. I cut my grandma's yard.
That's earning money.
And did the weed eating there. And then I did my uncle's yard, and I did the weed eating there. And I got $20 a yard. So I got $40 a week during the summer. And at that time, PlayStation 2 games cost $35.
Oh yeah.
So I was getting a game a week during the summer, pretty much, and that's all my money went to PlayStation games. That's kind of where I spent mine. I was like, they'll buy my clothes. I didn't have nice clothes. I mean, I just kind of had basic clothes.
They used to say that money burned a hole in my pocket. Like I just couldn't.
What? They said that?
I couldn't
about
hang
you?
on to it. Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't seem right at all.
I didn't even need to buy anything, and I was just buying stuff. But my brother, I can remember he was a saver, and I can remember him washing his change when he was little, like cleaning the change and making sure
you don't know where that's been. The
change is shiny. He had a big towel and cleaning all of it. And meanwhile, I can't wait to
go buy something.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like the girl one. She's remarkably like you.
I'm not a big spender now.
No.
Compared to you, yes, I do spend quite a bit of money.
She got high taste.
No, but compared to other women, I would go live with another woman for a year, and you'll come crawling back to me so fast when you realize how much I don't spend.
We're doing like wife swap?
Yeah, wife swap.
Are we doing all swapping everything, or just
swap everything? I don't care.
Move on out.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
Oh, we're making a podcast about that eventually. No, I don't. I don't think that's my style. I kind of like it where I'm at. I don't think that another. I don't think another
she
woman
would
who would
bring
kick
you
me
back.
out first.
She would bring you back and say, Holly,
Can't do it.
we forfeit. We don't want to do this anymore.
Who would give up first, me or the other woman?
The other woman.
For sure.
Yes, I feel bad for her already.
But we may not be able to get the
I want to send her a sympathy card.
the guy we swapped with back out of our house.
Huh?
We may not be able to get the guy we swapped with back out of my house. May enjoy your light spending.
No, I want him gone too. I want them all gone.
I do see where a lot of women are, they do nails all the time and Botox and all these
You
things.
see how I dress.
And yeah.
I mean,
Holly doesn't buy a whole lot.
I would rather spend money on good food. I just want to eat good and be comfortable. I want to wear my sweatpants and eat expensive food. I wish I could wear sweatpants to a fancy restaurant.
Yesterday, we leave to go to lunch because we worked real hard for like an hour. So we're going to get some lunch. And we leave, and Holly is wearing a sweatsuit, a full sweatsuit. I mean, like not just sweatpants. She's got a sweater, and it's very thick. And she's taken the sweater off, and she's tied it around her waist. So she's got like double thick sweat around her caboose area. She gets in my truck, and we're going down the road. I got the air conditioner off. It's comfortable. She's like, it's burning up in here. It's burning up. You got the air conditioner on. I said, air conditioner's on. She's like, well, I think the heated seat's on. I'm like, you're sitting on a sweater while wearing sweatpants.
That's not what it was.
On leather seats.
No.
That's going to be
That's
hot.
not what it was. The truck was sitting outside, and the
It was
seats were
warm,
hot.
but
the
not
seats were hot.
Not that hot. But when you wear those clothes, then yeah, it's going to seem hotter.
I'm going to start making a list of things that you do, and I'm just going to bash you on the radio.
Do it. You already told everybody I had a Wallen tattoo. And that's not true.
I was excited to see you get one, but my feelings were a little hurt that you didn't get like my initials as your first
tattoo. I do
tattoo.
not have a Morgan Wallen tattoo.
Yes, I will send you a picture on Facebook later.
She can Photoshop anything. We didn't have a picture of one of the football kids from this year with his new number, and she pulled it up and said, look, his new number. And you can't even tell. She just Photoshopped it on there. Do not believe anything she sends out. Thunder Radio Morning Show here until 8:30, brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. We got games when we come back, chance to win prizes. Keep it right there. You're listening to the Thunder Radio Morning Show.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios, this is Thunder Radio,
your hometown radio station.
This little guy
The cayenne pepper pill?
Yeah. I guess I've been, it'll be a full week today of taking vitamins. 1 full week of a vitamin regimen.
Keep going, baby.
I feel like my headaches are down and my energy is up.
Good. I like that. Imagine that. Just some nutrition is all you needed. Some nutrition. Put that water in there. That probably help.
I have been drinking water.
Yeah.
I
sent you a Prater's read.
I got it.
I was just making sure you don't get so defensive. I sent it this morning, so just double checking. Every now and then when I wonder.
You sending it in text.
Yeah. But
chances that I could get an email.
I text the girl and she don't respond for days, so I don't know. I never know. Every now and then when I wonder if the business is going to make it, or you think we're going to make enough money to pay our bills. I look up and I see those neon signs that you hung, and I know we're going to make it. Just that hard work that you put in. Holly is pulling her weight around here. She's going around taking a lot of videos today, so that's
sometimes
work.
When I'm with you and I wonder if our marriage is going to work, I just take a look at your face and realize that I could be celibate.
Not her face she's looking at. Holly's riding around doing a bunch of videos today for fair day field events. Is that what we're doing? So that's hard work. I'm gonna be on the skid steer all day.
I would rather be on the skid steer.
It's gonna be 90. It's gonna be a hot day out there.
You're gonna have.
It's hopefully my last day of pool excavation, and then we're done. Finally got the rest of the concrete poured. The steps got done yesterday. We were waiting on all those things. We were walking up and down just some ramshackle wooden steps
Bags of rock.
just to get up and down. But I think that's done now. Get from the porch down to the concrete patio.
My mom had to go to Dr. Carmine yesterday for scans on her teeth. And I told her when she got in there to ask if they could put one of those diamonds on her tooth right there.
What'd they say?
And she said she did it with it was Dr. Carmine and another dentist. And she said, hey, I was wondering, could you guys put a diamond right there? And she said Dr. Carmine looked at her and smiled. He didn't say anything at first. He smiled. She said the other dentist laughed.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, we could do that. But I don't know if at first he knew she was joking.
Yeah. I get uncomfortable when somebody says something like that.
That sounds
so dumb. And I'm like, oh.
Because you don't want to laugh at them. But at the same time, if
they might be being
funny,
for real.
you do want to laugh. Can you believe it's already Thursday?
This week go by really, really fast. It's going by fast. Time's going by fast. End of summer is just blazing by. Trying to enjoy my pool time. And now I'm just so busy I can't even get in there.
People ask all the time, are you liking your pool? You enjoying your pool?
Our family likes it.
Yes, I love it. I just love looking at it.
We like to just sit and look at it. I'm like, I paid a lot of money for a water feature. Sit and look at. Your friend came over the other day and she was jumping in and playing and stuff.
Yep.
Jumping off the rock.
Yep. Which I don't. People think it's decorative.
I can see why they would think that. I wonder where our cover's going to go. I'm like, I don't know how we're supposed to cover this up. Because there's not much room between the rock and the edge of the pool. How are we supposed to get that to latch on over there? We're drilling holes into the side of that rock.
No, you won't.
I'll do what I need to do.
No.
Do what I need to do.
No.
Gotta cover the pool. Or you can get the leaves out every day. She froze. She's glitching.
If you believe everyone gets a trophy, life is fair, and subscribe to Cancel Culture Thinking, you know what? You might want to change the channel. Yeah, because you're about to get offended. Okay, you've been warned. This is the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
Big happenings this weekend at Prater's Barbecue. Holly, why don't you tell everybody what they got going on Saturday down at Prater's?
Fat Tuesday.
Tuesday on Saturday.
Perform Saturday night at Prater's. The world famous Prater's food bar will be available.
They don't have that often on the weekend nights. I'm pumped about that.
It's going to have barbecue, brisket, shrimp, ribs, pork belly, and more, along with 8 veggies and the salad bar.
It's going to be a good night.
This is coming up this Saturday, starting at 6. Find Prater's at 620 Woodbury Highway.
Look at you. You remember the address without
Yeah.
looking at the sheet?
Oh, yeah.
You're getting better.
Yeah. Every day.
All right, let's play games.
We're going to play Name That TV theme song. Josh is going to play a little snippet from a TV show theme song. And if you get it right, then you win. Call us at 728-1320.
Thunder Radio swag up for grabs for the winner. If you get the wrong answer, that's okay. You get to call back and try again. We don't bite or yell. Name this TV theme song. A bunch of 30 to 50-year-old women about to just blow it up right here. They're going to know it. this still come on? Morning show.
Bewitched.
Oh, not Bewitched. Good try. Not Bewitched. Morning show.
Rugrats.
Rugrats. There it is. It is Rugrats. What is your name?
Peyton.
What was
Peyton?
Peyton?
Yes.
Do you watch it, Peyton? Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Does it still come on?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, come on by and get you a Thunder Radio shirt, Peyton, and you can wear it while you're watching Rugrats, okay?
Okay.
Okay, bye. As expected over there on the Facebook feed, all the women. Rugrats. They
So if
spotted
you
that
remember
quick.
watching this show, you need a retinol cream.
I used to like Rugrats.
I loved it. I loved Rugrats.
Was there a movie?
Yeah, Rugrats the movie
thought
with
there was a movie.
Reptar. Remember the big dinosaur?
I don't remember the movie.
Reptar.
I probably watched it. I just don't remember the actual content of the movie. I just remember they came out with a movie.
I watched it all the time. Even when I was too old to watch it, I had outgrown Rugrats.
You had little siblings though that were probably watching Rugrats. So you watched
Yeah,
it with
but
them?
I mean, what? How do you explain that if you're in a room by yourself?
It's entertaining. Wait, our kids did that with some shows though. They're way older, and I look in there and they're watching
Like,
stuff.
great. They got 17, 18 years old at the time watching Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Yeah. What are you
Like,
doing?
I mean, that's fine, I
Just
guess.
take them back to their childhood. They're when they were real little.
I don't know. Or that Hey Jesse, that show. Hey Jesse. I hated those shows.
Oh
but
man, that's an awful show.
The kids loved it. And there was another one.
Some of those Disney shows are garbage.
What was the one where the girl did like a podcast or something? She was an influencer.
I don't know.
Dang it. iCarly. That's what it was.
I probably was not a very good parent by allowing them to watch that stuff.
It's not bad.
I think if the Hey Jesse song or show, I don't know. I think there was a lot of innuendos.
Well,
everybody knows iCarly.
I never like sat down and even watched a full episode. I can't tell you the characters' names. I have a general idea of what it's about because, like, from walking through or it being on when they were watching.
I mean, nothing as good as Boy Meets World was.
I never watched it. I know you got a thing for the Topanga Girl, but
what boy my age doesn't have a thing for the Topanga Girl? What's her name?
I don't know.
Remember her real name, something Fisher.
I have no clue.
I can't remember her real name.
I never watched that. Was that a TGIF thing?
No, it was not. Well, it may have come on TGIF at some point. I don't know. Jessica Addison says you've got to make her watch Boy Meets World.
I don't like stuff like that. I don't like little teeny bop shows and.
Well, it's not. I mean, we were teeny bops when we were watching it. So, now I think the remake of Girl Meets World was garbage.
Who's in that?
Well, Topanga and Corey were back in it as the parents.
I remember that. That was a few years ago, right?
Yeah, I don't think it lasted very long. I don't think I say that, and it could still be on. I don't know.
I always thought her name was pretty.
Jessica said stuff like what? Good TV.
Is that good TV?
I thought it was a better show than like Saved by the Bell.
I liked Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell. If you go watch it now. Go watch it now. No. You go watch it. Tell me that's not teeny bop.
No, it is. I know, but at the time, I can't go back and watch any of that now. It was good at the time.
I can watch Fresh Prince now. But Boy Meets World was more Disney.
I could watch Fresh Prince now. I don't know though. Will Smith has left a bad taste in my mouth. When I see him, all I see is the slapper.
Yeah. Well, you got to get past that. That was
I'm a
when
grudge
Will Smith
holder.
was cool.
I'm a grudge holder.
He lost it, and I can't blame him. His wife went nuts, and
I can blame him.
you know,
Yeah, that's
You better be careful talking about Will Smith.
Jada Pinkett is in the same category as J-Lo for me. I can't stand
Those aren't the same.
Y'all
She is
just-
way worse than J-Lo. She is way out there on the crazy spectrum. J-Lo is just full of herself.
I don't like either one of them.
Nothing beats old school cartoons. The Saturday morning cartoons.
Now I could watch that. I would like to, like Looney Tunes.
I think Looney Tunes is probably too violent for today's society. A lot of bombs and guns. I mean, they had
Acme
guns.
TNT.
Yeah, Acme rockets. I mean, they had a lot of that. Anvils falling on heads. I don't think they let kids watch that anymore. Does that come on TV? Like, I think they took away Elmer Fudd's gun a long time ago. Like, he was walking around with a double barrel shotgun. I don't think that they let him do that anymore.
Now they watch Bluey, whatever that is. I never seen it.
If I will say this, if we're not planning on having any more kids, that's definitely not in the plans. But if we were to end up with another kid, they would be watching the old Looney Tunes. Like, I'll go out and get it on VHS if I have to, but we're going to watch the old stuff. They're not watching this.
You're going to be just like we were.
Well, and I'm sure that they've embedded a lot of messaging into the newer stuff that I don't want them to even be involved in. So,
did you watch Sesame Street?
No, didn't watch a lot of Sesame Street. Some, but not a lot.
When we lived in Georgia, I was in kindergarten, and you came in every morning and you sat down on the alphabet rug. You picked a letter and sat down on a letter, and that's what we did every morning. We watched Sesame Street. Yeah, I loved it.
I came home in the afternoons and watched Mr. Rogers.
Oh yeah,
and then Maury Povich came on.
The little puppets on Mr. Rogers were scary. They were scary, ugly puppets. I didn't like those.
Brian says, I watched Looney Tunes yesterday. Nashville has a channel that shows it now.
Oh,
what channel?
Like we had time to watch TV.
Thunder Radio morning show here until 8:30. Congratulations to Peyton Winner on the Name That TV theme song. We got Stupid Silly Stat. When we come back, chance to win more prizes. We got a news break right here. Real quick temperature update outside. Let's update things. It was rising earlier. We're up to 68 now. Going to hit 90 today. Sunny skies throughout, around 71 overnight tonight. No rain today, but the rain does move in tomorrow. Wisteria Hill Boutique. I noticed that they have their Tennessee game day gear, and you can go ahead and get those Tennessee tees just in time for football season at Wisteria Hill. 205 South Woodland Street near the square in downtown Manchester.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
This local news update is brought to you by Spring Street Market.
801 South Spring Street in Manchester, open Monday through Saturday.
Mr. Rogers tomorrow is a big jump. Well, I wasn't monitored. We got 2, 4, 5, and 8. Those are the channels we got. So I will say this, Maury, way better than was it Montel? Was that other show that came on?
There were lots of them.
One of the worst things ever is when you get home from school and you had to watch daytime soap operas. Like you were sick or something. I never wanted to fake being sick because we didn't have channels.
You watched Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune in the morning was the highlight of the day if you stayed home sick. Showcase number 2 is always the best one.
There was something that would come on. You know, you had several shows that you would watch back to back to back. And then there would be, okay, so like I would watch with my Meemaw, if I stayed home, I would watch Matlock, In the Heat of the Night, and I liked both of those.
I liked In the Heat of the Night a lot. I didn't like Matlock as much. In the Heat of the Night's good.
But then when Murder, She Wrote came on, I didn't care nothing about it.
No. And my great granny wanted to watch Walker, Texas Ranger.
Meemaw told me that she didn't like Angela. What's her name? Lansbury?
Yeah. Murder, She Wrote?
Yeah. She didn't like her, so I was like, okay, Meemaw don't like her, then I don't like her. I remember my Meemaw one time told me she liked men with a hairy chest. And I was like, oh. I was little. I had to be under 10. I think it was Chuck Norris or something. Oh, yeah, he's handsome. I like men with a hairy chest.
That's another show. Rewatch that now. It's awful.
What?
Walker Texas Ranger. Like, it's terrible.
Oh, you know what I always thought was real cool? MacGyver.
I love MacGyver. I always like pretending to be MacGyver. Like, I would end up with a bunch of paper clips and stuff. I'm making a bomb. I was not, in fact, making a bomb. Yeah, I pretended to be MacGyver a lot. We watched a lot of Chips.
I didn't like Chips.
I
didn't like that at all.
Me and Adam Cutshaw watched a lot of Chips. And then we would ride our bikes around.
Were y'all like little motorcycle cops?
He used to live up here. So we ride that around. He was Punch, I was John. I was like, I want to be Punch.
I couldn't even tell you the name of the characters.
That's me name that TV theme song soon. Gotta get Chips.
Yeah. I watched Gilligan's Island.
I watched that in the morning a lot. It was on TBS before I went to school. When we finally got some satellite.
See, before school, my routine was like Power Rangers. Sometimes
I'm talking about like middle school.
Sometimes Ninja Turtles, and then like Saved by the Bell and Fresh Prince. Those were and Family Matters. Steve Urkel.
See, I used to watch Family Matters on TGIF. I liked Family Matters. I thought Laura Winslow was kind of hot. Whatever.
I liked it when Steve Urkel. Yeah.
Oh, it turned Stefan?
Mm-hmm. I was like, why can't they just do the show with him?
The ladies just couldn't keep their hands off of him.
Keep Stefan. So handsome. I wonder how many teachers wanted to punch kids for saying, "Did I do that?" at that time.
I bet there was a lot of that.
All the time.
There was a lot of that. Granted, those were good shows. That's why they're remaking a lot of them.
Yeah. They remade the Fresh Prince, like modern.
Did they?
Yeah.
I think I heard about that, but I don't follow a lot of that stuff.
It looked like it was a little more dramatic, like it was less comedy, a little more.
Yeah, that was a comedy show. Some of that stuff was funny.
Sitcom-y.
Yeah. I had a crush on Hillary and Ashley.
Making a mountain out of a molehill. I like that one episode of Fresh Prince when he gets locked in the attic with that girl, and
when she starts pulling
she starts pulling her nails off, and like, yeah. And he said, ugh.
This time I get married, you know.
She took her
Take her weave out.
Yeah.
He's like, where are your pretty blue eyes? She just take them out. He's
oh my gosh, the episode where his dad comes back, and then he said, why don't he want me?
Oh, you get all emotional.
I just start crying.
You can't tell me a damn thing about how to raise my kids. That's what he said. That's Will Smith's best acting. And then it went downhill from there.
I liked him. I liked I Am Legend. I liked
he did some good stuff.
What's the one where he played the superhero? It was Hutch or no? Hatch. That's not it.
It was good though. He was in good stuff.
What was the name of that show?
Enemy of the State was really good. Gene Hackman.
Independence Day.
Independence Day.
Like I liked him.
Yeah. Hancock. That was
Hancock.
It. Our generation was the best. Our kids have no idea. It's true.
Josh and Holly on Thunder Radio.
We spend the break talking about old TV shows and determine our generation is the best. That's what we do during the breaks. And you can join the break conversations on Facebook and YouTube. Search for Thunder Radio on either of those places. Give us follows, likes, and subscribes there. And we usually keep the conversation going during the breaks. On the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile Cams, big thanks to Carmine Family Dental in Deckard for making that happen. Holly, welcome back.
Thank you, buddy.
Oh, a good buddy. Usually when she says buddy, something is the matter. She is mad. I'll take it. All right, we got games to play here. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's fire it up.
And now it's time for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
and probably don't need.
Him, did you bring your statistics?
Stupid Silly Stat revved up by our friends at Freedom Automotive in Manchester. Tires can be expensive. They have financing options available so you can get that new set of tires for your vehicle and be safe on the road for you and your family. Get on by and see them at Freedom Automotive, 515 Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. They're open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, for your convenience, and locally owned and operated. So those owners and techs, look, they're going to the same restaurants you go to. Their kids play on the same ball teams, go to the same schools. They're going to do their best to make sure you are a satisfied customer at Freedom Automotive. Holly?
This one might be too easy. I'm going to pick another one. The Rugrats was easy early on. Let me see if I can find.
Yesterday's stat was challenging, right? Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Days run together. We had a day where it took a long time. And then one day the first caller got it.
A recent poll found that the average American has 5 of these. And that number hasn't changed in the last 50 years. What is it?
728-1320. Call in right now on the Ben Lomond Connect hotlines. Take your guesses. Right answers win Thunder Radio swag. I got Thunder Radio shirts.
The average American has 5 of these. And that number hasn't changed in the last 50 years. So it's not went up or down.
Do you feel like you're average on this one? I'm looking at the answer here.
I feel like I'm above average.
Above average. All right, 728-1320. I feel like this is a low number for the answer. I feel like it should be higher. But that's what it says. The average American has 5 of these, and that number has not changed. How long? Ever?
In 50 years.
728-1320. Take your guesses. If you get the right answer, I got Thunder Radio swag for you. If you get the wrong answer, then it's okay. You can call back and try again later. Good time to remind everybody, our Thunder Radio t-shirt contest is going on right now. If you would like to design the next Thunder Radio t-shirt, we are taking your submissions right now. So draw it out on a piece of paper, incorporate the Thunder logo or the Thunder name somehow, and send it to Holly, hollyp.wmsr@gmail.com. That's hollyp.wmsr@gmail.com. Teachers, get your kids to do it. That'd be great. Fun little project. You know what they should do? They should be the entire fair. They should have the kids do the shirts, and that should be all the fair entries for art. Depending on the religion, it could be wives.
The average American has 5 of these, and that number hadn't changed in 50 years.
Morning show.
Keys.
Keys. Good guess. But no, not keys. Keys.
Speaking of designing shirts.
Thanks for trying.
Nikki sent a picture of a shirt she designed for the football players. It says, "Run the plays, not your mouth."
Nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Because kids today seem to be a little mouthy and a little showy for me. I couldn't coach today.
I like it when athletes handle business
and act like they've been there before.
I like a little bit of celebration, like a little bit of,
a little bit, yeah, sure, some emotion, but
and some jumping.
I don't like the showy side of things.
I like a little show.
I'm more of a less showboating, act like you've been there before kind of person. And I'm all about congratulating your teammates and stuff, right? I mean, if you score a touchdown, go thank the people that helped you score the touchdown. If you caught it, go tell the quarterback, go tell the offensive line for blocking or whatever. If you, in a football play like that, or if you're a linebacker and you make a big play, go find your defensive lineman that held that lineman off of you or whatever. I like that.
Makes the dream work.
Yeah, but I don't like the me showy people. It's not my thing. I would get fired from coaching. I'd be like the Hoover coaches. I would not make it. 728-1320. We only have one guess officially. We've had some guesses on the Facebook line.
The average American has 5 of these.
The first guess was keys. Now that rhymes with these, but that's not the right answer. Keys, not the right answer.
Rhymes with these.
These.
I thought you were saying the answer.
No, it doesn't rhyme
with
the
answer.
answer.
It doesn't rhyme at all.
No, it rhymes with the word these. That's not it. 728-1320. Take your guesses. I got Thunder Radio swag for the right answer. Wrong answers get to call back and
Also
try
rhymes
again.
with trees.
Thank you. And sneeze. And bees.
5% of Americans have 5 of these. That number hasn't changed in the last 50 years.
Josh Taylor said, like, if an offensive lineman scores a touchdown, then they can do whatever they want. I agree. Yeah, like if an offensive lineman scores a touchdown, then yes, they should be allowed to do whatever they like.
We encourage it.
Yeah, because that will never happen. But
I want to be there for the pictures of that celebration.
JC says teeth. I was in a store yesterday, and I don't want to say what store it was, but I ran into 6 people in there, and between all of them, we still don't have a full head of teeth yet. Anyway, it was something. I wanted to give them Carmine Family Dental's number.
Pass out cards.
Yeah. Morning show.
Sunglasses.
Sunglasses. Good guess, but not it. Morning show.
Children.
Children. Good guess. How many children you got running around?
2.
2. Okay.
You got some catching up to do.
Not it. Thanks for playing.
A recent poll found that the average American has 5 of these. What is it?
5. That'd be a lot of kids.
There's 5 of us. There's 5.
Yeah, 5 of in yours.
Siblings.
Yeah. But in our places too. And I'm thinking through all of our people that we know.
My Meemaw had 5. Wait.
Morning show.
Yeah.
Shoes. Good guess, but no. Maybe like 5 pair of shoes. That's gonna be higher.
I had 5 on one side and 5 on the other.
One more time on this. A recent poll found that the average American has 5 of these, and that number has not changed in the last 50 years. I'll give you a hint. Can't buy it. Cannot buy it. So that should help you right there. You cannot buy it. The average American has 5 of these. Call in, take your guesses at 728-1320. You get funny guesses on the text line over there? You're laughing.
That's because sometimes I don't do smart things. I was going to read our joke while we waited.
Oh, morning show.
First cousins.
Oh,
First
that's
cousins.
a great guess.
It's a really good guess, and kind of in the right direction, but not it.
Yeah, you're in closest guess.
Don't call in and say second cousins. Okay,
No.
it's not cousins.
It ain't-
it's kind of
It's
going the
not
right.
aunts and uncles either.
We're going in the right direction. Like if we're going. If the answer is north, we're headed north. It doesn't mean we're on top of it though. 728-1320. Brian says, I used to work with a guy who was one of 15 kids.
Wow.
It's impressive.
Bless her heart.
Morning show.
Grandparent.
Grandparent.
Good guess. Not it, though. I like the way that they talked. I want to get that person to read some commercials.
Yeah, like letters to Santa.
Right. We should make that a thing this year where we have kids come in and read them.
Yeah.
Did we do that last year? I think we read them. We read the letters.
We read them.
For our Christmas show. We had a big year last year for Christmas. We gave away a lot of prizes. Morning show.
Got an answer yet?
Not yet.
Best friends.
Best friends. Yes, that is the right answer. Or friends. We would have simply taken that. What's your name?
JC.
JC.
Good job, JC.
Well done. Yeah, friends. That is the right answer. Friends. How many friends would you say you're above average or below average or right on average with that number?
Yeah, it's according if they know I got money or not out of my pocket.
I can appreciate that. Thanks for playing.
Thank you.
Yeah, so the answer is friends. Kate actually had that on the cameras a long time ago. She guessed that pretty early on, and Glenn got it too. Both of them had said friends. So yeah, that's the answer. Friends. I feel like we're on the upside of that, on the high end of that
Before we
average.
bought the radio station, I would say I was on probably 5 or less.
Or fewer, yeah.
But now that
I was certainly fewer. It was like I was friends with people who I was friends with Holly's friends, and only because they had to tolerate me, I think.
yeah, like if somebody invited us anywhere, it was my friends, and those were my coworkers.
Yeah. And it's like, Holly, come, and we'll have a good time. Oh, and Josh too.
We
And-
were going to have a good time.
Not no more. But now, I think we've expanded that.
Mr. Can't have a good time.
I can have a good time
now. Yeah, you can now. But I think, I was thinking about that yesterday. I was just driving through town running some errands, and to hear folks in the area say, there's nothing to do here, or they complain. I wonder if those people are involved in the community, because I always
Doubtful.
find myself going and doing, it when you immerse yourself in the community, it's a whole new different world.
Yeah, there's plenty of things to do. If you
check-
want the all the big things that they're talking about wanting, the movie theaters and of course there's one in Tullahoma, but all these big ticket items. I'm like, well, you moved here. They weren't here when you got here.
Yeah.
What made you think that was going to happen? I don't understand that mentality. I like being on the outskirts a little bit.
People need to understand and get the mindset that the government doesn't make the community.
What, Holly? No.
The people in it do. And so if you're not contributing to the community, then how are you going to ask for stuff out of it?
Holly for Mayor 2028. That sounds like the campaign launch. I'm going to put that on the shirts. The government doesn't make the community, the people do. That is on a shirt right there. Holly for Mayor.
No, never. That will never happen.
100. I'm turning your papers for you.
No, you're not.
She's going to be chamber president.
Can y'all imagine me speaking at something?
I think you would do just fine.
I just, I feel like I love the people that come to ball games that ain't got kids playing. I love that. They just are there. They're just there being a part of the community, supporting the team. Who don't want to root for the home team? And then I think of businesses that aren't a part of the chamber, and I kind of see them struggling. I'm like, oh, come be a part of the community and meet people. And
takes a pretty big effort. What is this sorcery Holly's talking about? The government does everything along with them and they. The government is them and they.
When they gonna put something for these kids to do? These kids deserve something to do. Well, your kids deserve a whipping.
Kids don't deserve anything. I can't. Well, here we go talking politics, Holly. We said we wouldn't do that.
I'm not talking politics.
Oh,
I'm talking community.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you putting into it? That's what I want to know.
All right. Common John Brewing Company is, speaking of getting involved and immersed in the community, great place to go. And listen, you're thinking, well, I'm not a drinker. You don't have to be a drinker. That's not required to go down there. They got really good breakfast. Maybe I'll go today. I'm very busy, but maybe I'll go. I don't know. They got really good breakfast burritos, a scrambled egg power bowl salad. They're brewing up coffee down there to start your day off at Common John Brewing Company, 210 Woodbury Highway. They got karaoke tonight at 6. You could be involved in that, or you can sit outside and just enjoy the weather. It's whatever you want to do. They got live entertainment most weekends, and their beer fest is coming up next month. Get your tickets at commonjohnbc.com, 210 Woodbury Highway, locally owned and operated. Go see LeBron and their team at Common John Brewing Company. Thursday coming up next. Did you have something else? You had drawn a breath like you were ready to say
I just
something.
needed a big breath.
All right. Well, keep it right there. Holly's got things to say next segment. Thursday on the morning show.
At Coffee County Bank, we believe in better. For nearly 50 years, we've bet it all on better.
1975, we've helped countless Coffee County families build better homes.
I just took my cayenne pepper capsule. I'm paying attention to see if my belly gets warm.
Who did? Dana?
Yeah. Josh said, you still be better than Kamala.
Oh, I know that.
That wouldn't be too difficult.
There are plenty of companies out there hiring, and they all
Careful, that's the next president you're talking about right there.
their team members want you to know that they're the real deal.
Hey, D.A. Johnson, worked there for 9 years.
Let me get this. Just make sure I got this story up and ready to go.
Oh, I was supposed to be doing trivia with y'all. Wait a minute.
That's greatlakescheese.com/careers. Our certain name brand weight loss
Shonda said, "Why is it so strange to me to think 50 years was just 1974? My mind thinks 50 years ago, so 1949."
Right. I'm the same way. What do you think about the 90s, early 90s, like 94?
That was just
30 years ago.
No, it was 15 years ago.
That does not seem right.
Yeah, because when I think 50 years ago, okay, people in the 1930s had the same amount of friends that we do. But that's just as far back as the 70s.
Right. Like the 70s and 80s, 90s. That feels like the best time.
I don't know.
I feel like it's got to be better than today.
I maybe feel like I was supposed to be born in the 30s.
Yeah, Holly likes real old stuff.
I like watching shows that are anywhere from that like 1890 to 1930 range.
Yeah. I feel like I'd be 80s would be my time. 70s, 80s.
Maybe 1940s. So some of the things that our grandparents and great grandparents endured during that time, it's just, I would die.
I like that 80s, 90s time frame because you still got some technology like telephone, TV,
computer,
some air conditioning, right? But when we got to in the 90s, but once you got to smartphones, which I mean I use it, but even once you got to smartphones, it's fine. Social media is, I guess they kind of came together. Social media ruined everything.
Cell phone, like smartphones, I should say. Yeah. When we hit smartphones, I feel like technology started going.
Oh yeah, so fast.
Things are changing. I can't.
They did not change at that pace before. The pace they change at now is almost impossible to keep up with. I'm not smart enough.
Holly is the planner, the brains, and the looks. She just needs Josh to push all the fancy buttons.
The snowflake button makes it cold, cold, cold. Set temperature makes it hold, hold, hold.
This is the morning show with Josh and Holly.
Morning show. Hello to you, everybody. Josh and Holly getting you to work, getting you to school. Brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. Emsella treatments can solve urinary incontinence. 482 Interstate Drive in Manchester. Holly, welcome back.
Thanks, buddy.
You said that's so nice. Just so like you actually liked hearing from me.
I do.
We are on. We're fast forwarding through to a completion of year number 5 on the Thunder Radio Morning Show.
I didn't think I was going to make it to year 5, but I enjoy doing it now. I hated it at first, but I like it. I look forward to coming on the show.
It's a fun gig.
It is a fun gig.
We welcome your phone calls anytime at 728-1320. Plenty of ways to watch or listen to the show. AM 1320, FM 1079, FM 1067, worldwide on the Manchester Go app, or head on over to Facebook or YouTube, and you can watch the show on the Carmine Family Dental cameras. We'd love to have you there. Sometimes we're on Instagram when I remember to push the buttons. Sometimes we're not. And not on Twitter right now because of I love Elon Musk. I am a big Elon Musk fan, but I do not want to pay for his premium membership to put my video on there. So for now, not so much. Thursday, Holly.
HOA president goes off on teens fishing on a private Tennessee lake. He snaps the boys' $200 rod in half.
Oh, my gosh.
So this is a Tennessee man. He had a meltdown and snapped a 15-year-old boy's $200 fishing rod because he was fishing in a community pond.
No offense to any of you folks who live in an HOA neighborhood and you have and it's all fine and good and you do what you want, but I could never live in a HOA situation. Couldn't do it. I don't have anybody tell me what to do with my stuff.
Yeah.
Just not gonna do it.
2 young friends were fishing when an irate man charged one of them, grabbed his fishing pole, and snapped it over his knee.
How old is the guy?
So the friend is filming. He's like, "Don't touch my rod." The video was shared on Wednesday by a fishing account. In the comment, he said it took place in Admiral's Landing neighborhood. The 3-part video has since gotten over 18 million views and angered many who bashed the big bully. After breaking what was described as the St. Croix fishing pole, the man starts yelling at the boy, telling him that you're trespassing. Leave, the man shouts before turning and squaring up on the other. Squaring up on a couple of boys fishing in a pond. Good Lord.
Well, that's the thing. Were they just fishing?
They were just fishing.
They weren't out there playing. It still wouldn't be acceptable, but I can be a little more sympathetic if they were playing loud music or if they were drinking or doing something.
Or littering.
Yeah. They were throwing stuff into the lake. They were taking the fish and hitting them with a hammer. Well, they were doing something they weren't supposed to be doing. But they were just fishing.
They were just fishing. He says, you want me to take that phone and throw it in the lake, young man? The dispute continues as the grouchy resident threatens, don't test me, boy. The other 2 adults back him up from behind the shrub. God, you got to be kidding me. Two older residents there behind the shrubs. There's like,
yeah, get it.
Get out of here. You're fishing on a private lake, the man says, progressively getting louder. Get the H out of here right now. He's wearing a Tennessee Strong t-shirt.
Solid.
We're going to prosecute you, and you're going to pay all kinds of money because you're being he calls the kid a...
Well, if that's what you're going to do, then just do that. Why are you yelling at him? I mean, I don't know what the prosecution is or what the case is. I don't know, but... A
woman in the background chimes in, suggesting this man is the president of the Homeowners Association. Okay? Hey, listen, everyone knows him. He's the president. He's lived here for years.
He's the president of the HOA, buddy. You don't know who you're messing with.
She said, you don't live here. The boy stays calm and says, hey,
Can you imagine if this happened to the boy one? Like what you would. No, I'm saying what you would do.
Oh my gosh!
The president of the HOA has had it because he's about to live at the bottom of that pond. Like I would have to be able to get to him first, because if Holly gets there first, it's going to be a lot of legal cost after she kills him.
Why?
She would not come off of him.
Blah, blah. Big deal. If I was the president of the Homeowners Association, I get it. It's probably why I should never be president of anything, because you can be
president of the chamber next year. We'll see how that goes.
But
sorry, Katie Riddle.
I drive by, I see a couple of little boys fishing in the pond. They're like you said, they're not doing any. They're just fishing.
Yeah, they're not supposed to be there. Then
why you gotta be mean?
Why
and
can't
aggressive?
you just stop and be like, hey guys, you probably don't know, but you're not allowed to fish here. Why don't you finish up today?
Finish up today and just don't
come back.
Yeah.
And then if they come back, I'm still not saying you can act like that.
Maybe
But then you call law enforcement, like, hey, I told him not to come back. But
yeah.
Why you got to go? And maybe he has asked him before. I don't know. I guess we don't know the full story, but it doesn't make it as fun for me to, I'm just gonna pretend like this is the first interaction he's ever had with him.
I think it is.
Be like,
but we have some friends, and that's all they want to do is fish.
Oh yeah.
They'll see a little pond and they'll go up and knock on the door and say, hey, we're good
boys.
We just will catch and release. We just want to fish your pond, and most folks let them say, go ahead, fish.
I know.
I think people just don't want you tearing up their area and
sure.
and leaving it a mess. And if you do that, I don't feel like the majority of people will mind if some kids go fishing. But I have seen this a lot where like a river or a stream backs up to a property, and folks will be in the water walking up the stream fishing, but there'll be a house here, and the homeowner will come out and say, hey, this is private property. You got to get off.
I don't think you own the stream.
And the guy's like, you can't own the water, man. He said, you don't own the water. He said, yes, I do. I own this land, and I own the land on the opposite side of the water.
You know somebody who tried to dam up a creek that came through his property?
Yeah.
That was running to like a large lake.
Yeah. And anyway, so the the homeowner's like, you're going to go to jail. And the guy's like, I talked to I talked to the police. I have permission.
Yeah.
Call Officer Smith. He's right up the road. You can ask him. He said I could fish here. But people are just very turd heads, I guess.
Eloquently worded, Holly. Well put.
There are worse things that a couple of boys can be doing than
All right. That's the thing. I mean,
ripping lips.
They're not bothering nobody.
Drowning
Dana said territorial
worms.
is the word you're looking for.
Who said that?
Dana said that people are territorial. Maybe that's what they are, territorial.
Well, that's
but they're also
it's not.
What's the word I'm looking for there? Territorial, but just unreasonable.
There's still another word. I don't know if it's entitled. You think that's your creek? I get being. I don't want people in my yard. I don't. That's not something I'm saying is okay. You can't
look up
just
every
have.
time my neighbors are in there in my yard, just running around, tearing up my yard.
No, they're not. Not the neighbors. I'm not talking about that.
I'm just throwing jabs.
I'm just.
See if they're listening.
They are. I'm just talking about. I don't know. Love thy neighbor, I guess. That's all I'm saying.
I definitely think you should speak more during the show.
What do you?
You're doing a good job.
Just leave me alone. I wish you'd just leave me alone.
Birthday's coming up next on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Real quick, before we get to those, I want to give you a full weather forecast. It is going to be a hot day today, up around 90 degrees. We're going to stay sunny today, 71 overnight tonight. If you need to cut the grass, I recommend you do that today because rain moves in tomorrow. 80% chance of rain and showers. Not going to be an all-day thing, but we could see some heavy rain showers and some severe storms at times with a high of 90. 87 on Saturday with a 50% chance of rain. 83 on Sunday. We clear out and we stay sunny. Weather forecast brought to you by Patent Pest Control. We got a lot of bug problems, whether it's mosquitoes, ants, whatever. Beetles, cockroaches. I don't know what your bug problem is. You can go out and get yourself a bunch of bats, let them take care of it. Or you can call Patent Pest Control. That seems like the better option. It's affordable and there's no contracts. 931-247-0781. Birthdays are next.
Reduce fat and tighten skin today by getting M-Sculpt Neo treatments with Dr. James Van Winkle in Manchester. This is a non-invasive body contouring treatment that only takes
They get mad when they fish around your docks from a boat. Yeah, I've seen.
Yes.
I saw a video of that the other day. Somebody came down from my house and was yelling at some dude fishing, and he's like, I normally would move on, but you're such a jerk. I'm staying right here. I'm gonna fish a little longer.
I saw a woman yelling at a guy fishing, not to throw around her dock, and she had all her clothes and jumped in the water, scared. She said, "No more fish."
People are crazy. I would come back every day just to get her to do that. That's what I want to do. What's the matter with you? Karen Kling?
Is it birthday time?
I can't read. Timothy, what's that second name? I don't know. I don't know if it's Tiffany's writing. Whoever writes like that needs to quit it.
What?
What's the second name on that list?
Simber.
Simber?
Sember.
Simber.
What's the first name?
I don't know either of the name. The second name on that list, I don't know what either of those names are. First name, last name.
Steve Simber.
Steve Simber. Karen Klang and Steve Simber. Are these real names?
I thought her V was an R, but she writes in cursive, so that's a V. Steve Simber.
Okay. Steve Simber. It looks like an R.
But you look at the other letters and her R's are cursive. It's not an R.
All right, birthdays. I wish I could have seen that lady running into the water to scare off the fish.
It's a TikTok. I can probably find it and show you.
Why can't I ever have something like that happen around me? We should have a show where we just look at viral TikToks. Birthday time. Thunder Radio Morning Show loves to do birthdays right around the 8 o'clock time frame every Monday through Friday. Call yours in at 728-1320. At the end of the day, Tiffany draws for a designer's choice. No, she does not draw for that. She draws for a slice of birthday pie from the Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop. That's at about 4:30. Not today, though, because we got the Braves, but we'll still draw, and we'll post it on our website. At the end of the week, we draw for a cake. Yesterday's winner of the pie was Alejandro Garza. Congratulations to him. And we'll draw this afternoon for that pie. Tomorrow will be the cake. We also want your anniversaries. At the end of the week, we draw for a designer's choice floral arrangement from the Mossy Pot in downtown Manchester, a great floral shop here in town. Thursday the 15th. Happy birthday, Karen Kling. Steve Simber. An alliteration kind of day, huh? Timothy Wright. Carrie Davis. And Hannah Cunningham with birthdays today. All right. That's all I got.
Nate Rutledge also has a birthday today. All right. Celebrity birthdays. Jennifer Lawrence turns 35.
Now, which one is Jennifer Lawrence?
Hunger Games.
Okay.
Joe Jonas turns 36.
I'm assuming that's a Jonas brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ben Affleck turns 52. I like Ben Affleck.
He's better than J-Lo.
Yeah. Tones and I. She sings that song Dance Monkey.
I like that one.
24. She's 24 today. And that's all I've got on the celeb birthdays.
I said a birthday turn for tomorrow. Happy early birthday to Amy Whitsett. So we'll put her on the list. And we'll do tomorrow's birthdays. We'll do them tomorrow. Any other birthdays? You're good? That's all?
Yes, sir. Yes,
all right.
sir.
Across the top of the hour, we got to do other things. News break here at the top of the hour. And then we continue on. It's the Morning Show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage. Heather Phillips and her team with over 60 years of experience in the home lending industry. They're on top of things like interest rates. They know exactly what program is best for you. They can show you the different options, and they can get you pre-qualified before you go out home shopping. Call them today or stop by and see them in downtown Manchester. Online, newhavenmtg.com, NMLS 1477317.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios, this is Thunder Radio, your hometown radio station.
Your hometown radio station. I want to go on like a tour of small community stations and just see what everybody does. So we can bring, I'm an idea thief. I like to go out and see what they do and see how they can apply here. But the problem is I'm so busy here, I don't have time to do that.
Who has been missing since early July. The 56-year-old is 5'4", 180 pounds, green eyes and brown hair, last seen in the area of her home near the public library.
I'm listening to you guys this morning. Y'all too funny. Yes, we are.
I'm just going to do it. I'm just doing it.
You can see pictures of Miss Williams at this news story on our website.
Holly's taking her drugs.
Technology, engineering, and math teachers are encouraged to apply for a TVA grant. Tennessee Valley Authority's
Bye.
classroom grant program
She took that cayenne pepper. She immediately ran to the bathroom.
is now open for applications through September the 15th.
Real spicy.
$1.5 million to fund STEM learning projects in classrooms and schools across TVA's 7-state service area, and is sponsored by TVA in partnership with the TVA retiree organization, Bicentennial Volunteers Incorporated. TVA President and Chief Executive Officer Jeff Ryash said, quote, TVA recognizes the importance of supporting educators and students to pursue excellence in STEM subjects. These programs, our future workforce is being prepared right here in the Tennessee Valley. These students will be ready to find innovative solutions to the challenges ahead for decades to come. End quote. Last year's program awarded a record $1.5 million in grants to schools across 7 states. There were 715 grant applications received and 343 were selected for funding. More than 130,000 students and 105 counties representing all of TVA's region by the funding in the last cycle. Teachers can apply at TVA.
I'm trying to align us a flight for the Ottawa game. I ain't kidding.
Whatever.
We got to go to Ottawa
How
for
far is
football.
Ottawa?
It's about an hour and 45 minutes on the road. Chattanooga traffic on a Friday afternoon. I mean, I'm going to get us a flight. It's going to be great. I don't know if there's an airfield there.
The Rec Center is planning a short-term maintenance shutdown September 3rd through September 5th. The Rec says that although
Yeah, I know. Well, we've had to go down there for games before, like not Ottawa, but just Cleveland. Anytime I go through that 75 split, it's just awful. So I'm like, I can get a pilot to fly me down. Again, I don't know if there's an airfield there. Get me close and I'll Uber on over. I ain't taking the back roads to Ottawa on a Friday. You lost your mind. I got somebody flying me. I'm about to. I'm trying. Plus, I don't know if you know me, but I like to get to the games early to set up the whole thing. I also like to be in control, so maybe I'll drive. We got big news about our broadcast this year. I probably will leave at noon. I just hate burning the whole Friday because you leave at noon here, it's 1 o'clock there, and you're trying to beat that rush hour, but then you get there way too early. But if you leave, I feel like if you leave at a certain time, you get there and you're like, oh, I'm here way too early. But had you left 20 minutes later, it would take you 3 more hours to get there. Like, it's so hard to hit that window on Friday afternoons, especially Chattanooga. Murfreesboro is not quite as bad because once you get into town off the interstate, it's a little congested, but you get there. Holly doesn't like how early I get to the games.
Me and Murray have to sit there for 3
It's
hours.
not 3 hours.
It's 3 hours.
No, I've never
There's
got there.
nothing to do.
No.
No one's warming up yet. They've not even unlocked the gates for the players to
never
get
happened.
in. Sometimes we've had to sit and wait for someone to come unlock the press box. We're literally the first ones on the field on game day. Josh is like, he needed some tape one time. We were on the way to Franklin County last year, first game of the year.
Yeah, I do write off my mileage. I can also write off a plane trip.
First game of the year, he's like, I forgot tape. He likes to tape stuff to the walls.
I got to take my reeds to the walls. There's a lot of them.
And
that's who I'm talking to, Melanie. She's like, get in touch with Leslie.
And I said, just pull over. He's like, I don't know. I got to get there in time. So I said, just pull over. I'll run in. I'll literally run, get tape, come back. So we went in somewhere and they didn't have tape. I had to go somewhere else.
In a Dollar Tree or
so
something.
we get there in plenty of time. He has plenty of time, but he's still like, everything's not set up. I got to get this window out. I'm like, just wait for someone to come help. But he had to get it done right then so we could sit there like this.
I like to get my stuff done and be ready.
For
my
3
gear,
hours.
my gear's not that heavy.
So he goes to take the window out of the press box and smashes.
Well, I smashed it because that window fell forward and it was about to fall down and break. I saved it from breaking.
He saved it, but when he did, it smashed his finger. And I was like, I don't even feel bad for you, buddy. I told you to wait till somebody could help.
Back on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Josh and Holly, glad to have you here. Financed by New Haven Mortgage. Holly, welcome back.
Thank you, buddy.
Looking at your shoes over there.
They're real dirty.
You can wash them with the, what is that spray? That Dawn.
Dish soap?
Yeah.
The spray?
The spray. That stuff cleans about anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a fan of the spray dish soap.
Expensive. I use that to clean my my white tennis shoes, and they did a pretty good job.
Okay.
Just passing a little
Good.
information along
Good
for
story.
you. Hush. Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by New Haven Mortgage. All right, we got a little bit of time left today.
How much time we got?
Yeah, we're here till 8:30, so it should give you a pretty good idea how much time we got left. A couple of things, couple of reminders. We'll kind of touch on a few things we started at the beginning of the show. We're 8 days away from high school football. That's coming up next Friday. The Red Raiders will be hosting Franklin County. We hope to see you there. That's the 23rd. That'll be the same night the Lady Raider basketball team is going to get their Final Four rings.
Oh.
Yes.
They're doing it at the game?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll do it at halftime.
I love that.
Yeah, they'll be doing that at halftime of the game. So that'll be neat. Get to see them and give them a little cheer on for the great season that they had last year and watch a little high school football. Should be a really good game. Really should. We'll have it for you. Friday Night Thunder pregame show starts at 6. Got a pretty big announcement about our high school football coverage next week. We're going to tell you about. I'm pretty excited about unveiling this to folks. Yeah. We've been working on this for a while. We are 15 days away from the Coffee County Fair. That's August the 30th through September the 7th.
I want to walk around the fair with you this year.
Your grandpa's going to be in town for the fair. I wonder if we should take him down there.
Yes, we should. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he's going to be in town that weekend, but at the same time, it's like, you know, he's only going to be here that Friday, Saturday of the first Friday, Saturday of the fair.
Will they have the rides open yet?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we ain't going to ride no rides.
No, but I like to look at the lights and watch them.
Yeah, they start Friday the 30th at 5 o'clock. So
maybe I'll take them Saturday. Football starts that Saturday.
Football starts that Saturday. That's the thing. Football starts that Saturday. It's Labor Day weekend. Like, I'm going to go to the fair, but I don't know if I want to go that day. Also, the girl one is 17, so I feel like we should take her to get some Coke and some gasoline.
Yeah.
Before she goes to the fair. Although I don't think we take her to the fair, but maybe we should at least take a picture of her with a bottle of Coke, pumping gas, and then post it and see if people can figure it out.
Yeah, I've seen girls do it last year.
Yeah.
That would be.
I never got to do that because the fair was never Labor Day weekend.
It was Labor Day week, and I was 17.
Bought a Coke and some gasoline. I drove out to the county fair. Tim McGraw. That's a timeless song. That's still, people still know that one.
You know which one I like? Is that she's got her daddy's money, her mama's good looks. Oh. What's that one?
I'm going to keep singing, see if we can get to it.
Who's looking at me? Who is that?
Oh.
Why'd you make that sound?
You were singing. It was just a reaction.
That wasn't
just the noise that came out of me when I heard that. I was like, oh, no.
Like when you see an ugly baby.
You can't help it. No.
Ugh.
Cute.
I
think it's Look Who's Looking at Me. I think it's called Daddy's Money. What's the name of who sings that?
That's what I asked you.
I don't know why you think I
know all babies are beautiful, but sometimes they're not.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think
mine came out looking like aliens. So
they can be ugly early on.
I thought it was supposed to be babies were supposed to be, so cute, so mamas wouldn't eat their young.
This one here, Ricochet.
It's called Ricochet?
No, that's the band.
Yeah, I like that song.
Daddy's Money is the name of the song.
I didn't know who sang it.
Dana had it right over here. She knew. One
time there's this, it's a man-made lake. It's, I think it's, I don't know what city it's in, honestly. It's not North Augusta, South Carolina. I don't know. Around South Carolina, Georgia border, Atlanta. I don't know. Anyway, it's called Richardson's Lake. It's a man-made lake, and they've got some slides in it and some diving boards, and it's fun. So we went there a lot when I was a kid, and they had a jukebox, and whatever you picked in the jukebox played
over the lake.
Over the whole lake. I mean, it wasn't real big, but it wasn't like Normandy or nothing.
No, it's like kind of like a 5-acre kind of situation.
Yeah.
Got a little man-made beach there.
Yeah. So it played. So
probably some nasty water.
I loved that song. I loved it at that time. So I took all the change that I had and I put it in the jukebox to play that song on repeat. I put it in there about 4 or 5 times.
I bet everybody hated you so
By
bad.
the third time that song came, when it went off, and then it started to come back on again. I looked around because I was like, look, we get to listen. I was happy. I'm like, we get it again. And I look around and people are starting to groan and like look at the throw their hand like, what? Again? And I'm like, me, I did it.
I did it, me.
You're welcome.
Y'all are welcome. Y'all don't like this one? Oh man, I bet people were cussing you. Who's not watching that girl with the money? Somebody go help her pick out the songs.
Also, embarrassing moment that happened to me at that lake. They got platforms and dive slides and stuff you can jump off of into the water. Well, I was probably around 13, 14 at the time, and I had jumped in the water or went down a slide or something and didn't realize my bathing suit top had just come all the way up.
Rode up.
I had no idea, and I was walking around smiling, looking at everybody. The people that I was with, they said, Holly, and they're pointing at me. Well, they're a ways away.
And I'm like, hey.
And so I'm looking down into the water. I thought there was something floating next to me, and I'm looking behind me. I'm turning all which ways trying to find what they're pointing at. But their eyes were big as grapefruits, and they were pointing. I was like, is there an alligator getting in this water? Is there poop floating beside me? Anyway, it wasn't. When I realized what had happened, I left immediately. I left the lake. It wasn't time to go home. I made them take me home.
I feel like some of those most embarrassing moments happened to you more than anybody else. Like,
everybody
since we've been married, some things I'm like.
They took me home. I sat at the house by myself and cried. So.
Holly.
Yeah.
Bless.
Well.
Rough day.
They're like, why's that little boy got a bathing suit top on?
That was the start of this new movement. Transitioning.
Any hootie.
All right. All right. So we had another Thursday. Do you want me to read that one?
Yeah.
I've got a minute here. So this, has anybody seen where these college kids, I thought it was kind of weird when I saw this story a week or two ago where they were like, they posted a picture of 2 girls passed out at a bar table. Like you can see it here. Like not the radio people. I'm showing to Holly. Like that's literally the picture. I'm like,
it looks like they're in a pool.
They're like at a poolside bar or something. Anyway, so they said that they were given tainted water or drugged water and passed out within seconds of drinking this water.
Okay.
Or whatever. But the boyfriend of one of them and the friend, a guy that was with them, was able to take him to the room. It was a lot of weird things with this story. Anyway, they basically were like, we got drugged at this resort. Somebody was going,
it was in Mexico.
It was in Cancun.
Oh, Cancun.
In Mexico. And so the mom of one of them was like, we were convinced that they were going to take my daughter and sell her into a sex trade, or she was going to be trafficked or something like that. A lot of weird things. I'm like, that's crazy, and you could kind of believe that,
Absolutely.
Crazy things happen,
Yes.
and so, that's scary stuff, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you got kids. So now law enforcement in Mexico is claiming that allegations made against this resort are completely false. They're saying they've been investigating and they're like, something's not adding up here. So these are college girls from Oklahoma State. They're saying they were never poisoned. They were never drugged. They just drank too much and they did it themselves. That's what they're claiming after their investigation. So the head of the state attorney general's office down there, Raciel Lopez Salazar.
Okay.
says an investigation has determined that neither of the students had any drugs in their system, and they did this themselves. In a statement issued to local media, Lopez Salazar said, quote, "There was no drug dealing here in this situation." Added that this had been exaggerated and classified it as a simple alcohol consumption case, end quote. And that's it.
Well, you said that the people, they were talking to the media, but not talking to the police.
Right. So they say this later on. I'm going to keep reading. Zara, Z-A-R-A?
Probably Zara.
Zara Hull and a group of friends were in Cancun for a 4-day trip that was quickly cut short after she and Kylie Pitts had a few drinks of what they claim is tainted water.
Fire water, sounds like.
Yeah. So disturbing photos shared by Hull and her family showed the moment that Hull and Pitts say they became unconscious after drinking water given to them at a poolside bar at a resort in Cancun. Hull's boyfriend, Jake Snyder, transported both girls to a local hospital after they become ill and described that as being where the nightmare continued to unfold. Stephanie Snyder, Jake's mother, recently said in a post on social media that she feared something worse was taking place. Quote, "We believe they were planning to take her away, to be trafficked, or even take her organs."
Was there a tox screen done at the hospital?
They most likely would have done something to my son as well, possibly even death. This is
Okay.
the mom says of the son who was down there. So following these allegations, local authorities, discovered that the girls were not staying at this Cancun resort.
Okay.
They weren't even staying there.
They just rolled up to drink there?
I don't know how they got there, but they were staying at a Isla Mujeres hotel.
Okay.
According to Salazar, according to the guy running that investigation, their investigation shows their drug test came back clean. That they had a drug screen ran and it was clean. So they've classified this as a drunken night, and the girls experienced symptoms of alcohol intoxication. They got drunk and passed out, is what they're claiming.
But they were saying it happened instantly of drinking.
Yeah, they were like,
water.
we drank water and we were
It
passed
sounds
out.
like a
I'm like, you may have been
big fat lie.
I know. So there's more to it. So the outlet reported that these allegations made by the families caught the attention of the state secretary of tourism down there, Bernardo Cueto, who has called it, quote, a very rare case and a very strange situation. So he started doing some investigation down there, trying to figure out, what's going on. They need that tourism money, right? So during a radio interview, Cueto claimed that they approached the United States consulate to contact the families. They're like, we want to talk to the families, and learn more, but there've been no response of any kind. Through the consulate, we requested more information from the relatives, but there's no response. There was no interest or intention from the relatives to give us more details of what happened. I have to tell you, in no uncertain terms, it seems very strange to me, a very strange situation. If something happens that affects someone's health, the first thing you do is report the establishment where you were possibly poisoned or whatever. He said to date, no formal complaint has been filed by either family about the incident. Like they've not filed a complaint through like the U.S. Department of Secretary. Nothing. They got on social media and like, our kids were drugged down here, blah, blah, blah. But now when the authorities are like, hey, tell us more about it, they're like, silence, radio silence, nothing.
I'm not a fan of that at all.
Thursday right there. I feel, you're like, because you're part of you believes something like that could definitely happen. And it has happened, not necessarily there, but you've seen cases like this in Dominican Republic and things like that where people have been killed at resorts or whatever. But they were like, this is really rare. So we want to find out more. We need to figure it out. And the family is radio silent.
Isn't it
Kevin says, sounds like they wanted attention.
Isn't it funny how, like, especially mamas, when they'll just believe
anything their kids say. I don't believe nothing my kids say.
My mom did not believe anything I said, even when I was telling the truth.
She didn't believe it.
She didn't believe it.
No. And I don't believe much the kids say either. They probably hate it. I'm like, I don't believe you. Like when we hear from a teacher or something, we immediately side with the teacher. I'm like, no. Like, no, but I did it. I don't care. Teacher said you didn't. You're wrong. I mean, they're good kids. We don't get a lot of complaints on them, but occasionally when we may hear something, we immediately side with the authority.
Yeah.
They'll probably tell the therapist about it. I don't know.
Probably.
All right, we're out of time.
All right.
You seem thrilled with that.
Well,
Anyways,
I have to.
you got to go.
Yes, I
She's
actually
busy today.
have to do work today.
Oh,
So
Holly be working. Thunder Radio Morning Show, financed by New Haven Mortgage.
Calling all homeowners. If you're looking to breathe new life into your budget, New Haven Mortgage is here for you. We specialize in refinancing, bringing you tailored.
Bye, everybody.
She was trying to tell y'all bye before I clicked it over. She thinks that the sound just immediately changes over as soon as we go to commercial break. I got to click some buttons. Oh, I forgot I got Swap and Shop today. Hey, Holly's hosting Swap Shop tomorrow, so y'all tune in. Y'all tune in at 8:30 to 8:45. Catch that. Swap Shop was real busy a couple days ago. Get steers in the house, so I'm going to go out there pretty early.
Oliver's Pawn and Jewelry in Manchester wants to be your jewelry store. Shop the huge selection of new and used jewelry at Oliver's. Diamonds, gemstones, rings, bracelets, earrings. All levels that you love. Toppers has jewelry repair and custom ordering on semi-mounts and remounts. You'll be surprised how low the custom jewelry prices are. Call Toppers 728-2360. All transactions are fast, easy, and confidential. Tollivers is licensed and bonded. Tollivers has a Better Business Bureau rating of A+. Tollivers, 110 North Spring Street on the Square in Manchester.
Are certain state brand weight loss solutions just too expensive or impossible to get your hands on? Southland Pharmacy in Manchester has the answer.
Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, they wanted attention. I mean, if that's the case, the parents should be immediately contacting. But even if I don't understand why the parents weren't immediately contacting the State Department about that, but they're acting like there's been no communication at all. But did the parents know they were full of? Why are the parents talking to the media and not contacting the state? Like the kids would have to be like, "Mom, don't do that. We shouldn't have done it. It didn't really happen." Because I would have been headed down there to look for somebody. Thanks, Glenn. Thanks, Kevin. Y'all see Holly out and about. Did you spill coffee? Probably trying to get money. Good call, Kevin. Trying to get money. What's happening over at the Mercantile?
You're not a number to us. You're a valued customer and a friend. Visit our office in downtown Manchester or explore newhaventg.com. Discover how our stores can help your co-ownership dreams early on. People have another NLS 1477317.
Mercantile Cafe Bakery and Gift Shop in downtown Manchester's opens. They're serving breakfast right now. Grab and go breakfast. You can get on by and see them right now. They start at 7 o'clock. Oh, man, they got some fresh baked stuff. Oh, goodness. Look here. They got some cinnamon rolls and some other I don't even know what these things are. They just look good. Oh, just a bunch of stuff with icing on it. I mean, I can't go wrong with that, can you? So check out their lunch today, though. Listen to this. Chicken and dumplings, roast beef, and assorted sides today at the Mercantile, starting at 11 for their lunch. 210 North Irwin Street, downtown Manchester, where Down Home Cooking meets Southern Hospitality. They're right across the street from the Manchester Police Department. Y'all get on by and see them at the Mercantile Cafe Bakery and Gift Shop. I'm glad that y'all hung out with us today. You can catch replays later on Apple, Spotify. Search for The Morning Show with Josh and Holly and catch the replays there. You can also rewatch it on Facebook and YouTube. Search for Thunder Radio. Give us a like and a subscribe and be a part of the show over there on the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile cameras. And don't forget Carmine Family Dental in Deckard when it's time for all of your dental needs. They are proud supporters of the Thunder Radio Morning Show, and that's good enough reason for me to be a proud supporter of them. And, I talk about some of these things like, obviously they're a sponsor. They pay for their ads, but we don't work with people that we don't generally work with privately. We've used Dr. Carmine. Holly's used him. Holly's mom's used him. Absolutely love that office. So, we're not going to allow somebody to advertise that we would not use ourselves or we don't use ourselves. So you got the stamp of approval from the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Swap and Chop's coming up next.